Hello booktube, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to see you here. It honestly feels so crazy to be sitting here again and filming my November TBR when it feels like I filmed my October TBR yesterday. What I mean, it's been already a month. It feels crazy, but honestly I'm happy to be back here because TBR videos are definitely one of my favorite ones to film. Regarding my October TBR, I actually did an amazing job. I read all of the books. Well, not exactly. I'm currently reading my last book, but since it's still October, I'm hoping to finish it until the end of the month. It's just that it's really chunky, but I'm still hoping to finish it until the end of the month. Even though, yeah, we have like 4 days left and I am literally 50 pages in. But still, all of the other books are all read, finished, which I'm so proud of myself for. And that's why I think today we're also going to be choosing 5 books. It seems like a perfect number for me to be able to complete it, but also have some range for my mood reading. We are back at using a TBR wheel. I have 8 prompts in here. We have a random color generator. So I'm just going to search up a wheel with different colors, spin it, and choose the book which cover has primarily that color. Then we have Can't Wait to Read, which is just an anticipated read for me. Over 400 pages, self-explanatory. Less than 300 pages as well, just a short book. Dark fantasy. I feel like because we're entering gloomier month, for me November always feels like more dark and gloomy month. I think it would be very fitting not only to read fantasy but also read dark fantasy, because I don't read that genre that much and I really want to get more into it. Finish series. Again, pretty self-explanatory, but I have a mission for myself that I want to finish as many series as possible until the end of the year. So it would be really nice to finish some of those in November and not leave all of those for December. Mystery thriller, self-explanatory again, just a book in one of my favorite genres. Popular booktok book, so a book that is currently viral on TikTok and a book that I'm literally hearing from everyone about. And that's it. Those are 8 of the prompts. We're going to be choosing 5 books from them. So without any more yapping, let's begin. Prompt number 1. Let's spin for it. Okay. The wheel heard me and heard my willingness to finish some series. So the first book that we're gonna pick has to be the last book in a series. Honestly, off the top of my head, the book that I really want to read is Finale by Stephanie Garber, which is the third and the last book in the Garber trilogy. Because the last book that I read was legendary and I am absolutely obsessed with that book, with the world, with the characters, with the story, and I can't wait to read more of that. So I'm not even gonna look for any more series because I definitely want to read that book. And to kind of conclude the series, I know there is a little novella, Spectacular, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a Christmas novella, so I want to pick that up in December, but I don't really count that as a separate book in a series, so for me Finale is literally finale of the series. I'm also going to be hiding the slices of the prompts that we already got, so we don't get the same ones again. So let us spin for the second one. So far so good. I mean, we only have one book, but I'm really excited to read it. Dark fantasy. Okay, I have to think of the book that I want to read the most, because off the top of my head, again, I have a couple that I'm really excited for, so I have to think which one I want to choose. Okay, the 2 books that I'm kind of torn between are Vicious by B.E. Schwab and One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Both of these books are super hyped up and I honestly want to read both of them. Plus, both of those are duologies. Yes, starting a new series, but since it's a duology, I can read it back to back and just be done with it. So I really have to think which one I want to pick. Choices are difficult. I think I've been hearing more about One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, so I think that's the one I want to go for. I'm not gonna read what the book is about, but from what I know, the magic system includes cards that you have to collect, and with them collect some magical abilities. And we follow our main character, whose name I don't know, who has a monster inside of her head that she got from a card from her father, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know anything besides from that, so I don't really even know where the plot could go and what the story might be about. So I guess we're gonna find out, and maybe we're even gonna find out together. So this is the second book in my TBR, One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Let's spin for prompt number 3. Okay, perfect. Mystery thriller, like I said, my favorite genre. Excited. On my physical TBR, I have 2 mystery thriller books. I have A Murder in the Family by Kara Hunter and also Misery by Stephen King, which I'm not even sure whether Misery can be classified as mystery. I think it's more of a thriller slash horror, but since it says mystery thriller, I think this can count as well. I don't think I need to explain what Misery by Stephen King is about, because I feel that everyone and their mothers has already read this book, and I'm not gonna explain because I don't know what it's about. I think it's about an author and a woman who's either obsessed with his works or she hates them. That I don't remember. And I think they're trapped in this house and some crazy shit happens. I've never read anything by Stephen King, so I think this might be a nice introduction to his works. And Murder in the Family I bought because it has such a unique concept. Basically, it's written in the script form, so as you can see, it's literally just scripts. Plus, it has a lot of different inserts. For example, we have some messages, resumes, house plans, and it is all made so that you can solve the murder while you're reading the book. Literally here on the top it says 1 body, 6 experts, can you solve the case before they do? So it is about a reality show where they are solving this mystery, and so I can solve it alongside them. And actually I think we're gonna go for this book because I'm way too excited for it. I've had it I think for 2 months now, and because it's hidden on my shelf, I literally forgot that I have it. But now that I read it, I am so excited to read it. So this one is definitely going in my November TBR. Time to spin for our 4th round. This is going so quickly. I don't like it. Less than 300 pages. Okay, I have to think what books I have that are so short. So let me do a quick search on my Goodreads or in my reading journal with the series that I'm in the middle of. Maybe there are some novellas that I can read in between the main books. Okay, I am back and yes, I'm gonna drink water. I actually found a book that I want to read, which is Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent. It is a 4th book in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, and you have to read this novella in between reading the first duology and the second duology. And because I ate this series up when I read it in September, I can't wait to continue with this novella and hopefully then read the next duology. Maybe in November, if not then in December. I have no idea what it's about, and I feel like there is really no point in reading what it's about because it's so short that I can literally read it in 2 sittings. I'm so excited for this book, so definitely adding it to my TBR. And the last book, book number 5, will be for the prompt. Why is it so slow? Of popular booktok book. I feel like majority of my TBR consists of somewhat popular books, so I just have to pick the one that I'm most excited for. And I think that is gonna be Made by Ali Hazelwood. I read Bride in October and I absolutely ate the book up. It was a 4.5-star read for me, which amazing. And since everyone on my TikTok For You page is currently raving about how amazing Made is and that it's even better than The Bride, my excitement is just over the top. Hopefully it's not gonna disappoint me and I'm gonna love it as much, if not even more than I like The Bride. So I guess we'll see, because it is definitely going in my November TBR. I suggest we actually pick another book because Slaying the Vampire Conqueror is so short that I feel like it doesn't really count as a book since I can read it in a couple of sittings. So I suggest we choose the 6th and final book for my November TBR. We only have 3 prompts left, so let's see. Okay, we have a random color generator. Let me find a wheel that has a lot of colors and I'll get back to you and we're gonna spin that one. I'm back. I found a wheel that has pretty much all the colors that you can think of. So I suggest we spin it and see what the final book for this TBR will be. Okay, Cyan. I feel like that's not the most popular color that I could have gotten, so I think it will require me to do some research on my Goodreads to see what book primarily has cyan on the cover. So I'll be back in a second. I found a couple of options that I could pick, but I think the one that I'm most excited for is The Bone Shard Emperor by Andrea Stewart. It is the second book in the Drowning Empire series. I read the first book, The Bone Shard Daughter, last year, and I loved it so much. It is such an underrated fantasy series with a unique magic system that involves bone shards, literally pieces of bones. And I feel like not enough people talk about it, and I don't know why, it's just so good. And the first book ended not on a cliffhanger, but on an interesting plot point, and I can't wait to see where the story goes. So this is definitely the book that I want to read. And this is it. These are all 6 books that hopefully I will be reading in November. So let's quickly run through all of them again. Finale by Stephanie Garber, One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent, Murder in the Family by Kira Hunter, Mate by Ellie Hazelwood, and the last one is The Bone Shard Emperor by Andrea Stewart. Let me know in the comments what books you have on your November TBR, or share your thoughts on the books that I've chosen. I would really love to chat with you in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe because more exciting videos are coming, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!